Hello everyone, this is Ramesh Safdar back from Navjeen, and first of all I just want to say you sorry that I was not able to upload lectures lately because I was consumed by my university and some other stuff of that kind related to my studies, but that I assure you now that from now on I will be uploading lectures every other day. And now we are continuing our web development course. Once this course is complete, we've done 6 videos. Um, 5 or 6 videos are going to be more at max, and after that we will be doing um, various languages. I've planned about Python, C++, Unity, and Android, and any other language if you want to learn. These are the languages that I have studied over 4 or 5 years, and I know a lot about. Anyway, so without any further ado, let's just see what we had done, and let's go to our localhost study. So I actually lost my Windows, and everything was in my C drive. That's why everything was deleted. So I just made similar stuff from scratch. So this is similar to our previous design we made. This is the header. This one is the main portion. I have not yet added the sidebar, which I will add in further videos. And then we had our create page and the fetch page. I'm not just gonna load the oops create page fetch page here. I'm just gonna load the create page. These are the issues that are coming because we haven't set error reporting to 0. Let me just tell you that this is working fine. Let's say nose gene email gonna be anything at test.com 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 submit success, and here is study data, and there we go. Okay, so it is working. So now um, this is what a website does basically. A website is always having the data. It's storing the data into that database, and then it's fetching the same data from that database with some checks in it and all that stuff, which we're gonna do now. So for now, I am just gonna make the UI a better one because this UI is not what we really want to make in the final. So I am just gonna go to let's say any website, or maybe let's just make by our side, make by our imagination. So we are gonna make a beautiful UI that will consume, I guess, 2 or 3 lectures, and after that we are gonna add this create and that fetch function into this website, and you will see that this website will look totally dynamic and mod. So, and you will understand how simple and how easy it is to make a website with coding. So as I always say, coding is not a tough job. If thinking is not a tough job, then coding is not a tough job. So without any further ado, let's go to your file explorer, drive C, XAMPP, htdocs, and your folder. In our case, we have study1, and this is our connection to database file. This is the create file. This is the index file. All right. So I'm just gonna go into my Notepad++. You can use any Notepad editor, note editor you want. So this is the basic code. I've written the style in the same sheet because for the sake of learning and for the sake of ease, but it's not a good practice. The good practice is that you place your styles into an external style sheet, and by the end of this um, designing UI, I am gonna transfer this internal style sheet into the external one. So first of all, we've got our header. This looks pretty fine. Let's open materialui.co. This is the website from where you can pick up colors, and you see there are a lot of options. You can go for icons, Unicode characters. If you don't know about Unicode characters, I'm gonna make a lecture about it later on. But for now, Material UI blog. This is something new I haven't checked. This is a color picker. You can pick colors. You can pick green, reds, and blues by yourself and all that. These are the HTML colors. These are the Metro colors. But I'll go with the flat UI colors. All right. So this, I guess this is turquoise. Yes. So this turquoise color looks pretty good. It's good. It's fine. Um, First of all, let's change this one. This is taking the whole screen, so let's not give it the whole screen. Let's give it like 80% and spend 20% for the sidebar. So for that, or maybe um, let's put an image here. All right, let's put an image here. So for images, you can always go to. There are many websites you can go for image, but the one I go on is um, I can't remember it. It was un Unsplash, I guess. Yes, unsplash.com. All right. So this is the website from where you can get high quality images for free. There are no restrictions on using them. You can use however and wherever you want them. You don't need to give any um, credits or something. You don't need to buy. All you gotta do is download and go. So let's pick this one. This one's look good. Let's go with this one. Save file. And there we go. Alright. File is going to be a little larger. Alright, you can compress this file later. I am sorry. Anyways, so let's open our index file, which is open in my case, and then I am gonna remove this, and I'm gonna say welcome to let's say we are gonna make about an organization. So let's say welcome to Nozgene. We are telling a story about tech, everything tech. Alright, so let's go back, refresh it, and there it is. So I have given this the name of cover and cover disk. So maybe we can do something. Let's say I want to add, maybe let's not add the sidebar right here. Let's just add the cover, and for that I am gonna go in here, cover, and I'm gonna say img src is equals to images slash the name of your image and the extension. So in my case the image is saved in downloads, and in downloads it's gonna be in the hell it is. I'm gonna cut it. I'm gonna go back to C, XAMPP, htdocs, study. I'm gonna make a new folder for images. This is a very good practice. You should do it, and then paste it. And let's rename it with cover. And the extension is JPEG. So I'm gonna say cover.jpg, save. Let's say if it's loading or not. Alright, it is, I guess. Yes, it is, but the image is too big. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add some inline style, which is not a good practice, but for the sake of ease we are just doing it right here. I'm gonna say style width be 100%, and I'm sorry, height be, let's say, 50%. Save it, refresh it, and here it is. That looks pretty good now. Alright, so let's try. If I say height is 100% and it is consuming almost the same. So let's say this is the main. Now I'm gonna do one more thing. What I'm gonna do is, or maybe instead of having this image in the cover, let's have the background off cover. So just gonna cut it. I'm gonna remove it. I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna say hashtag. Okay, I'm gonna say cover, and there I'm gonna say background image URL, and here I'm gonna paste the link, which is this one. Alright, uh, I guess this is it. Let's check it. Alright, this is wrong. No, okay, this is good. So now it's just consuming the part which is being used. So this is the part which is being used. That's why the image is being consumed by only this part. So let's say I'm gonna say that my cover has height of 800 pixels. So now if I go refresh it, you can see the image is being loaded, but the image background size um, needs to be covered. And let's refresh it. Okay, so this looks good. Okay, you can change the color of your text. For us, let's try changing it to white, and image is too big. Anyways, okay, so white looks good with me, I guess. This is good looking. So let's just come here. Cov DESC. I'm gonna say COVDESC, and I'm gonna I hope you understand that I am giving these are what the IDs are given to my divs, and I'm just calling them and adding the style to them, CSS to them. Alright, so now this is, you can see the welcome to Node.js is very close to the header, so we are gonna just give it a little padding from top, which is, let's say, 20 pixels, and padding from bottom. So let's say if we place a button on the bottom, we just want a little space. It looks good. Alright, let's refresh it, and you can see it is better now. Okay, so now let's add a little button in there. After the cover desk, I'm gonna say let's add a little more to this cover desk. I'm gonna just give it a break, line break, and I'm gonna say Lorem Ipsum. Okay, let's go Lorem Ipsum. I hope you know what is Lorem Ipsum. Lorem Ipsum is actually nothing. It's just some text you can just copy and paste to check. I'm gonna remove a lot of it. I'm just gonna use these 3 lines. Alright, I'm sorry, let's use these ones because I don't understand these. So okay, there we go. Let's save it. Let's check. Let's close this one right now. Alright, this looks pretty much okay, but the text size you can see is pretty much small. So for that, I am gonna go up, and I'm gonna say cover DESC font size, let's say 20 pixels, and this looks pretty good. This is fine. Alright, so now let's add a little button here. After the cover desk, I'm gonna make a new ID. Oops. I'm gonna make a new ID. I'm gonna name it as I'm gonna say EXP BTN explore button. Okay, and in here I'm gonna write explore us. Now what we're gonna do is EXP BTN, we're gonna say the width be, let's say, 50%, because we don't want it to spread on the whole screen. We just want it to be on little part of the screen. So I'm just gonna say width is going to be 50%. The background is going to be not totally black. it's going to be a little transparent, and that is, I guess, um, 0. Let's say black, and we will add opacity in that afterwards. And color is white. Save it, refresh, and let's check. Alright, so this is on the side and this does not look good. So I'm gonna say width is going to be 30%, the font size is going to be 25 pixels. Then I'm gonna say text line, let's say not, let's just not add text line here. Background is going to be this. Okay, and let's go down and add center. Refresh it, and this looks much better than that. But it would look good if we had this color in the background. So I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna say this color. I'm gonna say this. I'm just gonna give it a little opacity, 0.5 maybe. Save it, refresh it, and this looks good. But I just want to give opacity to my background. So for that, let's say um, how to get opaque black background CSS. That is what Google is for. Okay, so uh, let's see this. It is telling about opacity, but we do not want to go with opacity. This is not what we want. Yes, this is what I want. 0, 0, 0, and 0.5. So if I can get the hex colors out of it, RGB out of it. So I'm gonna say turquoise, RGB 26, 188, 156. Okay, I'm gonna go in here, this, and then I'm gonna say 0.5. This will work most probably. Let's refresh it, and yes, it is working. So now my text is the bold, but my background is, you can see it's opaque. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say exp-bdn hover, and now I'm gonna say background, and this is gonna be it. So now when I am going to hover on it, the background is going to get dark like this. Alright, we can add animations and we will add afterwards. Now we are just going to make this a little structure. Alright, this looks pretty good now. Let's just increase the opacity by 0.7 maybe. Alright, yes, this one looks better. And let's add some shadow. I'm gonna say box shadow, 0 pixel, 0 pixel, 10 pixels black. This will make the shadow on all four sides of the box. And yes, this looks pretty good. Or maybe let's try the white background. Oops. This looks better. This looks good. Or maybe you can do this. This one would look much better than that. Yes, this is good. We can add animations in that, and that we will by using JavaScript in the further lectures. So for now, this is something looking good. Let's just explore button. Let's give it a padding to the top. That's gonna be, let's say, 30 pixels. Oops. I'm gonna say margin top. Let's say margin top, and it's gonna be okay. So I don't have a lot to write, but in your website you can write, like if you have a clothing website, you can write a lot about clothes, but in a clothing website you most probably will have um, a slideshow here. But if you have like a website of an organization or website of a school, you can write something about your school rather than this lorem ipsum and we are telling a blah blah blah. You can write your stuff. This explore button can come down here, and when you click this explore button, this should go somewhere down. So let's do this right now, and I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna make another div in the main, and I'm gonna name it as div id, let's say explored. All right, and in explored I'm gonna write lorem ipsum, or maybe just something, just add anything you want to add. All right, break it, break it, and once again break it. So let's increase the font size so that it looks consumed, the place looks filled. I'm gonna say explored, and I'm gonna say font size be 30 pixels. Save it, refresh it. Uh, let's go down and check. So this looks pretty much filled up. Now I'm gonna say is that explore button must have a href, alright, and href is linking to the hashtag explored, alright, and let's give style. Text decoration will be none. Let me just tell you why I'm going to add style. Let's refresh it, and you can see it has gone blue with an underline. So I'm going to say style text decoration be none and color be white again. Alright, let's save it, let's refresh it, and this looks good. Now we have this hand icon on it, but this hand icon comes only when we are on explorers. So rather than explorers, we can do another thing, and that is we can give href to this div. So I'm gonna go and cut this, paste this, and I'm gonna say a, and we won't need style. Save it, refresh it, and you can see we are having it on all of it, and every part of it will give us the link right here. So look at there, we have the link there, but we are getting this underline. So for that, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say text decoration none, and save it, refresh it, and it's gone. Okay, so now when I click on anywhere on this button, it will take me to this part, but this part is only consumed, I mean this is on a very little portion of the screen. That's why it has moved to the only part. When this portion is as big as this, the upper one, the whole upper one will go on the top, and the web page will start from here. Okay, so now you can see in the link that it is also on hash explored. So this is our basic main page. We are gonna add some images in it in the next tutorial. Till then, I'm gonna just collect some images. You can practice this, and I will be uploading next lecture by tomorrow or maybe by tonight. So you can practice this, make this. I just want you to stay with me. That's why I'm just doing everything very elaborately, and I'm doing very slowly so that you can understand everything. I mean, I am trying to tell you everything so that nobody gets confusion. But still, if there is any confusion, do not hesitate. Please mention down in the comments, and I will answer and try to solve your questions as much as I can. But please, please, for God's sake, do not give me your email account, or do not ask my email account, do not ask for the source code. This is for learning. This is not for copying. If you are copying, you are not going to be successful in the coding industry. If you want to stay in industry, if you want to go good, you got to have the basic concept. You got to have things on your fingertips. But yeah, in future, most of the programmers, they just use Google, including me and many others. Everybody is using Google, and believe me, you will also be using Google, because there are a lot of stuff and you cannot remember everything at every time. But to use Google, you must know what a thing does and how it does. You must know that what I want to do. Let's say when I wanted to make this opaque, I should have known that I am going to make this opaque, and how this gets opaque, so that I, after watching one or two websites, I can just get the result very quickly. I do not have to test it, because I know how it works. So you can forget it, but you do not forget the logic. You do not forget the basic things. So please do not copy, do not ask for code. Try to do it yourself. But if you can't do it, if you have done everything, then I'm here for you. I'm gonna give you code. I have given some people code. By the end of this whole tutorial, by the end of this whole course, which will go further on 4 or 5 lectures, I will compile all these codes, and I will give these codes to you for learning, for the sake of learning. But what I suggest you is that you pause this video, you do with me, you learn with me, and by the end of this tutorial, by the end of this course, you will thank me. That is a promise. Alright, so that is for today. I'm gonna get some images from free websites, let's say material icons, and or maybe Google icons. I'm just gonna get some icons and some images, and then I'm gonna just make the other half of this main page. And after that, once we have made the other half of the main page, we are going to make another page in which our posts will be shown. Let's say we are making this a blog, so blog posts will be shown. That will be the other page. So 2 videos for this one and 2 lectures for that one, or maybe 1 lecture. Most probably 1 lecture for that one. Yes, 1 lecture for that one. 3 lectures, including this one, and 2 next ones. They are not going to be in PHP. They are all going to be HTML, CSS, and by the end of third lecture we will be adding a little bit of JavaScript for the animations. And after that, 1 or more lectures, we will be doing coding. We will be adding fetch and add data. We will be sending images to database, and that is where we will conclude our course. And by the end of this course, I hope that you will thank me, and you will be able to make pretty much good looking professional websites. And after that we are going to make some responsive website, responsive UIs. So that will be another course. So that is it for today's lecture. I hope you understand, and if I have done something wrong, please suggest me what should I do. If you cannot understand anything, please ask in the comment, and I will try to answer as much as I can. And please try to learn it rather than copying it. Till then, peace.